All right, let's jump into Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. It is very late where I am, but I'm streaming anyways. Let's do it. We just finished our first room from like the magenta door, I want to say. And yeah, let's keep it rolling. We just got through the lounge. We're about to get into a novel area. Alright. We just solved this area. Alright. What are you doing? We're going to be able to open that door until we unlock it. Do you understand how locks work? Jeez, okay. Let's lock. Found the key to the safe, right? Think so? I'm assuming you know how to unlock. There's something I want to talk to you about before we open that door. Well, what is it? Don't keep us in suspense. You should probably hear this too, Luna. What up, Caden? I want to tell you about total lunar eclipses. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covering the Earth's shadow. It doesn't mean the moon just disappears and turns black, though. It actually reflects light that has passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. So the moon looks red during the lunar eclipse. Yeah, I think so. So, why are you telling us this? I just thought I should. What kind of answer is that? Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Hurry up and open the door. Come on, what are you waiting for? Get on with it. Alright, fine. Time to get on with it, then. I'm assuming this is like normal hours for you, Caden. This is pretty late for me. Ended up having to delay my stream a lot. And then, but I was like, I already promised I'd stream, so I can't go to bed yet.
You think it works?
So it looks like the voice acting comes back when you're on like a path that's more like convergent. Been going to bed early the last few weeks? Oh. Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Someone's coming.
Her voice actor sounds so familiar. Looks like Alice Clover. Okay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Ugh. What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
Okay, sure. I mean, the last like, couple weeks, I've been going to bed so early for work. It's been crazy. Now I'm staying up really late. I mean, this is normal for my weekend. She's been in a lot of things. It sounds like it. I'm trying to think of where I know her from. All three routes end up here.
It's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information. No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Oh, Rouge the Bat. So that was probably the most recent thing that I heard her in.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock. Huh? Yeah, I'm a budge.
And just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the lounge. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even eye carrot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of the free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solved the puzzle. That's true, that we could go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
Yes, Dio. They have all of the keys right
If you
now.
don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Ah, thank you, Tenmyoji.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
That's the worst. He's so annoying. Yeah, he's acting like a 5-year-old.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Oh, or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's Some of
grandpa.
your favorite scotch.
Oh,
So they're related.
tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
You should just grab it, though. Whoa, hold on. Grandpa. This one of their buddies. Or have they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary games? Or if Cork was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Okay, so I think Alice was from the first game. She was Lotus. And then Clover was Clover.
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. And you can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float?
Only if you get out.
Are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Okay, they're related. That also means that, God forbid, one of them dies, the other one's gonna shut down. Oh, God. Okay. Just like Clover did when Ace died.
Oh, you're finally done.
Or, seemingly died.
You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
No one cares about you.
Yawning? Really?
Dio, shut up.
You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, Theo. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
I don't like what they did with Clover and oh my God, what is her name again? Clover and Lotus. They just Kay and Cork have 2 each. We got 6
But
together.
who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter.
Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yeah.
Really? For these ones?
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door.
Okay. Somewhere near the beginning of the game, it sounded like there's more, like, ways to betray people. So I think this is a test.
You play the Ambidex game!
Okay, Ambidex.
What's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it could also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Oh, I didn't know that. This game betrayal then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way. And
But
what's the
ambidextrous
room?
is almost like working together with the other definition.
God,
They're both the same.
whole enchilada.
The Notary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Leo?
Arrogant little bastard.
Dio's just dumb.
That's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Cork, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everyone else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Gives you a headache?
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, I don't like Zero in this game at all. What? The game's got a time limit too? What? 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 The hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. The shaking hands I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement. Just cold skin. Get the kid away from
What the hell
here.
were you yelling at?
Someone
What's going on here?
say no, not everyone needs to
Is
see
she-
this. Oh god. Cork, don't look. Someone get Cork out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then
Thank
she's-
goodness. Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's cold already, so I'm guessing she was...
What are you buying?
I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Thank you.
What up, Omega? You're up late? Dude, thank you so much. 26-month streaks, 28 months total. Thank you. That's all I could say. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Still sick? Well, hopefully you get better.
Part of them? Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
Doesn't seem like this is worth talking about.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
What, Wolverine's on here with us?
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was.
Let's get her to the infirmary.
She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's like a 35-hour game. DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. For whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope, pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring towards us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost into the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hasn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if the body was suddenly made of lead. Oh God. Infirmary. So I take it you've played this game before then, Omega? Has anyone else played the game? The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her almost felt like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed as if we were afraid she might break. Played it and beat it? What's up, Frulio? You're up late? How you doing? You've seen people play it? She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
I'm not doing
You
anything.
mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but...
Is she?
What?
I have a medical license.
La Luna. I love her necklace. This little bird in a cage, that's so adorable.
You're a nurse?
No.
Doctor?
Well,
You're a doctor?
I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh,
It's so weird how everyone's like default smiling. Like, this is so weird.
I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you could use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
Oh, I like this. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, mostly of it rather technical. Sex, female. Age, 65 to 75. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination. I don't know what that means. Time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through 4th intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, blank. Wound margin, clean, continuous. Wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. 1 sharp and 1 blunt. Wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion. Based on the characteristics described above, There's a 95% chance that the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
A trombone. There you go. That's
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
a very sharp trombone.
Sorry, but no.
Fancy term for bled out. What up, Sarah? Oh. Sanguination. Yeah, I remember like blood. It's in what, like Spanish? Is like sangua or something like that?
Why?
Sanguine?
Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Phi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up.
Okay, well look at the... Is there any blood in that room? Because she was there for 3 to 4 hours. So if there's a pool of blood there, it means that she was there for the whole time. But if there's not, then she was moved there.
She must have been put there later.
Sanguis is Latin for blood.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he's telling the truth, nobody could have gone there after you 2 left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
Dio, you're so stupid.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess.
Oh, Clover. Why'd they make you this way? Why'd you... Another game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They didn't need to make you sexy like this.
If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under
I
my
don't know.
control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent?
Mystery solved.
He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he
What
must
up,
know who
Irene?
killed
Thank
the
you.
old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Sr.'s identity would be compromised. There was something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Sr. murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
During this game, you just leave. I don't think you have that choice. Killing someone is just part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it. Trust me, Zero will let me leave.
10 minutes.
You know who Zero is.
Ambidex game polling closes. All players,
Wait,
please
of course you do.
enter
You played this
your
game.
votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
That is...
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said.
So if you're in this game, you would just leave and you're Zero? So you wouldn't be a very good villain, would you? I'm Zero. I'm getting out of here. This game... I don't want this game to go on.
Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse.
Guru Boku? Need a six.
If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
We're really going in there? Kind of don't want to. I mean, there's a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Wait. 5. Where'd you
Up here.
go? Up? Whoa. What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do?
Also, she has like superhuman jumping ability. No one had like any superhuman abilities in the last game.
I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone to the AB
Yeah,
rooms.
well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is...
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch?
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's K, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Sr. is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open the hatch
I
or
know.
not.
I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Huh? He's a rabbit? What? Algernon?
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on the screen. Once you've entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period is finished. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. I've got some questions for you, Zero. Who's that old
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
Oh.
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud.
Agreed.
For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on.
Okay.
No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait.
I could feel that my heater went off. I had to turn it back on my phone.
Let's get this party started!
Okay.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are two people each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a two-on-one battle, I guess.
Oh god, I don't want to do this.
I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
I'm not gonna touch
For
through them.
example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they?
Mooney.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney.
Oh wait, what?
And it goes the other way too.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas.
K. Potassium. Funny.
And B.O. and Quark's enemy will be Tenmioldi. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room.
I hate listening to you talk.
You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you? All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your DP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Okay, I get it. You don't need to
Next
explain
is
all 4 others.
You choose
Or all 3 others.
but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me. I'd skin him and stew him with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 VP, and they're the one who loses 2.
We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about.
And finally,
I mean, the ally choice is a net positive of 4. If we do the betray ally, the net positive is a +1. And if we both betray, that positive is 0. So for doing ally just adds points to the game. And there's more people that are going to be able to escape in general. The +4.
The very last scenario.
Net outcome.
This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in your fate.
So ally seems like the right choice.
we call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny?
Yeah, we have the same voice.
That applies here, too. The two of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
Okay.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No. I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
Yeah, ally.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray
We
Luna?
don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
No one knows that.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button!
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found the old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she'd be in here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If you don't do anything, I'll just vote ally for us anyways. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Wasn't that obvious?
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As far as I stepped out into the AB room, I could see the others running towards the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps slow, heavy, plod. A slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You chose Ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How could you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what
No,
you
you could
said.
have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
The hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say, hypothetically, that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? Or just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Or how about you're fucking crazy for wanting to choose freaking Betray? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack. Like, hella whack. Like the way I speak. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name. Or how if your BP at 0, you die. You told me you didn't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
This time? Huh? Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game!
Also, this is interesting because depending on who I went through the first door with, changes who we play that game with. So, like, on a different playthrough and I do that game, it's not going to have the same outcome.
Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
I like this art. You assholes. K, Clover, what the fuck? Dio and Quark? Well, of course, Dio. Fucker. Wow. See, look, now this is a net loss now. We have freaking 10 points on this side, and they have 7 points each.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
It's freaking moronic to choose Betray. Putting the ass in potassium. Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me.
Zero's actor had a lot of fun. Yeah, they did a good job.
I only did what anybody would have done.
Yeah, any rational person. Phi.
I believed in you and Phi.
Well, you're half correct. Luna for the win. Luna glanced away through Phi and could only be described a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. Luna is best girl. It's going alright. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No, no! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Oh my god.
Is this true, Dio?
It's a little bit of a slow start. It's starting to pick up though. I'm starting to, like, yesterday's game was slow, but this is getting interesting. I like this.
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. You wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio.
Sounds a lot like Quark.
Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave?
It sounds a lot like
Got a
Quark.
plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh?
Yeah, Quark did all this.
Let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you!
Can we just kick the shit out of him regardless?
Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid. Keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
Deaf and blind?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
Fuck him. God. The more I hear him talk, the more mad I get.
It's alright.
Oh, God.
I understand.
Why did they make Alice like this? They're just perving out, aren't they?
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appears to have been resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round one. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Yeah, later though.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
God, I hate Dio so much.
The Apodex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Apodex game will be the Moon Round.
Ooh, Moon Round.
Cards will be required to open the gates.
New cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to whip the guards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,000,009,004,000.
Oh, stop talking.
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people, exactly.
Yeah? So?
What about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
Oh, yes!
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way?
Die.
Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh,
Is
baby.
you mad at times?
I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
Cut your arm off?
Oh, well, I see. It's easy.
Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
No.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, beep, beep.
Now you're speaking my language.
When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
What, like a Fitbit?
So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Jeez. Okay.
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
You can't be serious.
If I had to guess,
Oh,
I'd
God.
say it's going to be 10 Mealdi or less. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
Wait, what?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are going to be activated and we'll die.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Vi's been right. But how she had known before Zero... How had she known before Zero told us? I mean, it was kind of obvious that was the penalty. The 9 gets you out. What would the alternative be?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Button up your coat.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could pass through the number 9 door. It was possible for everyone to escape. Secondary chromatic doors could have opened by any number of people, so long as they had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if one left the building or if the heart stopped. If I was in this scenario with everyone, I'd be like, look, we can all escape if we all only choose ally every time we go through that door. The AB games, we do that 4 times, everyone gets at least 9, we could all leave. Just don't be an ass. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, it did change. Yeah. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
And
Mine
hers is
too.
pear.
Wait,
And your solo.
I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Ha!
Looks like I'm a pair.
You have to be with Dio. Ha ha.
When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything.
It's not random.
Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again. What? Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
Good, leave.
I'll never see you guys again.
Unfortunately, this is not true. We will, and I'm not gonna like it. Leave.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the fucking dick?
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I
Just
may be
annoyed.
gone, but I'm always watching.
Leave.
I'll see you again someday.
He'd punch him.
Have a nice tragedy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumblings, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Alright, take it easy, Omega. You have a good night, and thanks for the sub. Take it easy. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anyone money. My family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was going to have to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Try not to get your necklace stuck. Honestly, it wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah. But it wasn't. It was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the Norner game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before that taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. This game got way more pervy. Just like, Okay. Christmas 2028. Early morning. California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car for some research building. Or from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd look at the clock, it was 2 in the morning, which meant that day was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away fiercely on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting this stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Okay, someone could have sabotaged it. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I couldn't be attending the party we'd been planning to go to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. She broke up via email? Already seems kind of suspicious. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I'd chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car, stuck the key into the ignition. After only 2 tries, I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it. Stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit with my fist when... Huh? What? The hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment, I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that was keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit. Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperate to puzzle out what was happening through the haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt. I could already feel the world starting to go darker. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, but even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find a way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Huh. So this is the crew quarters, huh?
No. Sigma. What are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
I wonder.
What happened to you, Tenmyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
What do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think he keeps calling you Grandpa? Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover. Luna.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here. This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh? Makes sense. So you find anything? What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
Please say nothing next time? Okay. What about you? Anything
I
suspicious?
didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you got a point there. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place? Excuse me. Nope.
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the Nonary game.
Really? I thought the Nonary game was a couple rounds of the AB game. Why would it need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the Nonora game then? Why is Zero making us do all of this?
Well, this is just speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Squid Games, huh? Entertainment?
Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Well, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No. Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait. 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be
What?
Zero.
Come on. Alice and I know each other. Well, how do you know each other? I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization? That's kind of vague. What kind of organization? That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay? Why can't you tell us? Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. Do you think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah! But what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
I like how this looks like a skull to me. Like 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth.
Yeah. You're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys. I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry.
If one of us is Zero, we already know who you are.
Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice. I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys. Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you. So, I guess I'll go now. Go? Where are you going? I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. Then I'll be going too. Fine.
There she goes. So
Save
Tenmyoji.
it. I don't trust you any more than she does.
In other words, you aren't going to tell me anything, are you?
Sorry.
Oh, these people suck. Just talk. I left Tenmyoji and headed back to the hallway. There'll be so many questions I want answered, too. But it looks like I'd have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Besides, there were plenty of more immediate problems that needed my attention. I decided to filed my questions aside to be dealt with later. I needed to focus. Ugh. I am tired. I'm like starting to fumble my words more than I usually do. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here. Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Perfect time to play a puzzle game.
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now.
Points to you the most, but it points at everyone.
If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
Yeah, but also, if you have like a memory loss thing, sometimes significant, strong memories could unlock
You
it.
still can't remember anything?
But if it's related to Tenmyoji, then Quark would have probably noticed who it was. Unless it's not like a family member and it was just like an acquaintance or just like a friend or someone they worked with.
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about the amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault,
No.
right?
I suppose not. Well, I assume not.
But what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
What are you gonna play or something? That's part of a play?
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there?
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait! A minute ago, you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing the suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
Yeah.
No. There still might be something here.
Oh.
I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
Ugh. But Dio's in here. I was thinking maybe I head to the
Very
lounge.
well. I shall head for the crew quarters then. Until we meet again.
Peace out, Kay.
Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way around out of the infirmary behind him.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect
What up,
timing.
Alice?
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
No. Really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention.
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently, it's got an article about the lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Did you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning? Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
Oh, wow. You were really put out. What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nonary game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
That's fucked up.
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess explains why I feel kind of dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then... Days today.
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah.
Was he in a hat?
Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive.
Schrodinger's cat.
Didn't make any sense to me though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually, there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continued to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility? And did they misspell COVID-19?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure. But look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are. But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific.
Is a symptom to have terrible fashion sense? Because then we might have it.
Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I'm feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Yeah, it makes some sense. Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
But that article doesn't mean that these people are infected. It could have many meanings. So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Don't rule it out, though. Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and family are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Yeah, well, doesn't look like we're gonna have time for that.
Shit, we're late.
Yeah.
All right then. We should hurry.
Okay, I am with Lotus, and we are teams, so we might just be going with Dio and with whatever door. And then the other ones are already gone, is my guess. Oh. We're all here.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. What the hell were you doing?
Just chill. Sorry?
That's not good enough. You realize we could die here, right?
Hey, whoa, calm down there, girl. I made it in time.
Barely.
Vi does have like the best style, I think.
We've only got 5 minutes left.
I like that flower in her hair.
You're a yellow pair. Who do you think your partner is?
Gee. I wonder.
You son of a...
Come now, Vi. Please, calm down. Fighting now helps no one.
He's right, you know. The doors have already opened. We need to hurry up and figure out our teams.
What did I do to deserve this asshole?
Jeez. So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
Options Vi laid out were the following. Option A. Alice and I would pair up with Luna and go through the green door. Now I already was with Luna. Tenmyoji and Quark would pair up with Clover and open the blue door. Vi and Dio would pair with Kay, go through the red door. B. Alice and I would pair up with Kay, go through the blue door. Tenmyoji Quark would pair up with Luna. Through the red door. Vi, Dio, and Clover to open the green door. Let's do option B. Alice, I, and Clover. Tenmyoji, Quark. K. Yeah, we'll go with K. Blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright. So, what are we
I'm not pairing up with
doing?
Kay.
Oh? Why not?
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AB game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have 1 BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in a non-desirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
What?
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover.
I guess we'll do that.
I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep. I want to go with Alice, too.
Alright, I want to see what you're like in this game, Clover.
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice. We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
And I don't want to go with Kay either.
What the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
What's wrong, Quark?
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
Are you all right?
No. No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die.
We have to die here! All of us!
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
Yeah, what's your deal?
Fine. You're the crazy ones! Getting so serious about this stupid game! We should just stop. End this. End all of it!
I like that cursed emote.
End everything!
I haven't seen you use that one yet.
We need to get him to the infirmary. No, we don't have time.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose.
What? Why me?
Please just do it. We don't have any time left.
9, 8, 7.
I swallowed. Alice and I will. Go through the red door with Clover.
No, I cannot allow you to do that.
God damn it, Kay. We don't have time for this.
Choose a different door, please.
He stood in front of the red door, solid and immovable, in metal armor. I didn't think I could force my way past him, and I knew I didn't have the time to try. Shit. There are 2 doors left for me to choose, but which one? Fine, Kay, have it your way. Alice, Kay, the blue door.
Right.
We should hurry.
So there is less options in this game than it leads on. We took off towards the door at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder to see the others heading off for the respective doors. Phi, Dio, and Clover were headed to the green door, while Tenmyoji and Quark carried Quark to the red door, followed by Luna.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Wait, 3 doors?
It appears they are all locked.
Is this a dead end?
What's that thing over there?
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Does that lever move?
Only one way to find out.
Well, that was easy enough.
You can only open the door on the right, though.
Then we are likely meant to go there.
How do we get the other doors to
I
open?
have no idea. There do not seem to be any other mechanisms which might cause them to unlock.
I don't think that's really something we should be worrying about right now. We have a door that's open, we should go through it.
You are correct. There is little to be achieved by remaining here.
Board it is then. Alright, I guess. What is this place?
The rec room, apparently. Oh, you didn't see it. There was a plate on the door. It said rec room, as I recall.
Short for recreation, one might assume. How ironic. I doubt recreation is foremost on any of our minds right now.
Okay, the pool and darts I get, but what's with all these suits of armor? Seems kind of weird.
If you think the armor's weird, check that thing out.
Is that a ride?
Yeah. I see them in front of grocery stores all the time. You put a coin in and it kind of rocks around. You must have gone on one at least once when you were a kid.
I have no memory of doing so, but it is possible.
Does this thing mean there were kids here at some point?
No, I don't think so. I guess it's part of someone's collection.
It seems like an exceedingly odd thing to collect.
So this place has a lounge, some sleeping quarters, and now this rec room. It's like we're on some kind of luxury cruise liner.
Now that you mention it, it does give the impression that people are supposed to stay here for an extended period of time. They have a small but well-stocked infirmary. Anyone here would be able to treat at least minor injuries and illnesses.
So you think this room is to help people keep from going out of their minds with boredom?
Yes. Relaxation is important in an isolated environment.
Everything anybody needs to live without leaving. I guess they're planning to keep us here a while, huh? Well, that's not happening.
Let's just find those moon card things and get out of here.
Ah, there's a door over there.
No good. Won't open. Looks like it's locked up tight.
In other words, the moon cards must be in this room somewhere.
Right there. Let's find them. Alright. I'm gonna end my stream here. Dude, so I've been playing for an hour 50 minutes. I didn't do a single puzzle. Like, the only decision I made 2 decisions today was to ally or betray, and then which door to go into, and then the one I chose said no, lol, pick a different one. So I really didn't do much. But so we're at a new area, so I'll get to puzzle next time. But yeah, it's way too late. Like, I wouldn't have been streaming this late, but I already kind of promised to stream, so yeah, I gotta hit the hay. Gotta hit the hay hard tonight. Let's go raid, enter joke here. I'm lit tired. I don't feel like thinking too much. So let's just go visit our buddy Joke. And I'm out of here. I will be back on Monday. No stream tomorrow. Super Bowl's tomorrow, and I'll be with my sister watching the game, so yeah, I'll be booked tomorrow. And I just gotta do a bunch of chores and cleaning and a lot of sleeping. So yeah, so no stream tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday. Let's keep making dents in this game. I know it's a long one, and I do plan on like getting like the true ending for this one, not just getting a single ending, which will be good. So yeah, peace out, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's super late / early in the morning, but yeah, I'm out of here. Peace out.